Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it. It's Monday, February 26th, 2024. Welcome to day 1133. Alabama lawmakers are considering clarifying legislation that would protect in vitro fertilization following the state Supreme Court's ruling that embryos are children and protected under Alabama's Wrongful Death of a Minor Act. With abortion and reproductive rights seen as a major liability for Republicans in 2024, the National Republican Senatorial Committee released talking points instructing Republicans to voice support for the procedure and to distance themselves from the ruling. The state's Republican Attorney General said he has no intention of using the recent Alabama Supreme Court decision as a basis for prosecuting IVF families or providers. Trump called on the Alabama legislature to act quickly to find an immediate solution to preserve the availability of IVF in Alabama, because Republicans should always be on the side of the miracle of life and the side of mothers, fathers, and their beautiful babies. However, 125 House Republicans, including Speaker Mike Johnson, have co-sponsored the Life at Conception Act, which clarifies that a human being includes all stages of life, including the moment of fertilization, cloning, or other moment at which an individual member of the human species comes into being. The bill does not include an exception for in vitro fertilization. Democrats, meanwhile, accused Trump and the Republicans of trying to divert attention away from the role that they played in overturning Roe v. Wade, and the House Democrats' main super PAC promised to pour money into attacking Republicans on fertility treatments. Meanwhile, a Republican Oklahoma state senator called the LGBTQ+ community filth following the death of 16-year-old nonbinary student Nex Benedict, who died after a fight in a high school bathroom. Tom Woods at a legislative forum said, "We are a Republican state. I'm going to vote my district. I'm going to vote my values. And we don't want that in the state of Oklahoma. I represent a constituency that doesn't want that filth in Oklahoma." Separately, the Oklahoma school superintendent Ryan Walters claimed that radical leftists had created a narrative about Nex's death that hasn't been true. Walters added, "There's not multiple genders, there's two. That's how God created us," saying he didn't believe that non-binary or transgender people exist. Transgender students in the school district said that Walters' rhetoric has been seen by their classmates as permission to harass and bully them at school. In body cam footage from an interview with Nex at the hospital following the February 7th attack at the school, Nex described how they got jumped and blacked out while being beaten on the floor of the bathroom by three girls who had previously mocked Nex and their friends because of the way that we dress. School district officials said the students involved were in the bathroom for less than 2 minutes, and all of the students walked under their own power to the nurse and assistant principal's office after the fight. Nex died the next day. Moving on, Trump claimed that the black people like him because they can relate to his criminal prosecutions and his mugshot. After repeatedly citing the 91 felony charges he's facing, including racketeering, conspiracy to obstruct justice, and falsifying business records, Trump said, "A lot of people said that's why the black people like me, because they have been hurt so badly and discriminated against, and they actually viewed me as I'm being discriminated against." In a speech to the Black Conservative Federation, Trump continued, saying, "When I did the mugshot in Atlanta, that mugshot is number one," adding that the black population embraced it more than anyone else. "I'm being indicted for you, the black population," Trump said. The Biden campaign, meanwhile, called Trump an anti-black tyrant and called him the proud poster boy for modern racism. And finally, Trump appealed the $460 million judgment against him in his New York civil fraud case. Trump's appeal, however, won't automatically halt enforcement of the judgment. He'll still need to post bond to cover the $364 million and an additional roughly $1 million in interest that he was ordered to pay to prevent the New York Attorney General's office from collecting the $464 million that he owes. The fine increases by nearly $112,000 per day until Trump pays up. Trump also faces an $83.3 million judgment in an unrelated defamation case, and according to a recent analysis of his finances, doesn't have enough cash on hand to cover it all himself. That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.